to this extraordinary recording that we've got here. I'm going to call it the expert's voice today because I've got a very interesting and exceptional, extraordinary man with us today, and it's Jamal Ahmed, the king of GDPR. Hi, Jamal.
Hi, Brenda. Thank you for such a lovely and kind introduction.
Always, 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 because you are just a pro through and through and through. You are an amazing businessman, expert in GDPR, and a brilliant human being with all the humanitarian work that you've done. But today we're here for a very specific reason. We're very excited because I don't want to steal your thunder. Do you want to share with everybody what you've achieved this weekend?
Yeah, all praise to God. So Brenda reached out to me over the weekend to say, Jamal, you are an Amazon bestseller. And I was like, what? What do you mean? She's like, yes, you're an Amazon bestseller. And this is something that I never expected. But actually, to become a bestseller before we've even launched the book is absolutely amazing. So I'm super excited, and I'm super grateful for all of the people that have been supporting us to make that happen.
That's the thing. It's not just a bestseller. You're in the top 5 for 3 categories, but you're actually a number 1 bestseller in 2 of those categories, and 1 doesn't even do it. So we right now, with 2 weeks to go before the launch of your amazing book, the Easy Peasy Guide to the GDPR, here we are. You are a number 1 best-selling author for your paperback book on Amazon, beating some of the big names like Tony Robbins, for example. How does that make you feel?
First of all, I still think it's sinking in because it's just words to me right now. I know when I was thinking of writing the book, those were aspirations that I had at some point. I didn't actually believe that, oh yeah, we'd be able to achieve that before we even launched the publication. So I'm feeling super blessed and super grateful right now. And I'm just so thankful for everyone who's played a part in supporting us to get here. And the thing is, I'm really grateful is because one of the things I've been doing is giving the first chapter away for free. And that gives people an opportunity to look at the value that they can expect to get from the book without having any costs, without any risk to them whatsoever. And people are actually responding the way I intended for them to respond. Is they're getting the first chapter, they're seeing the value this book brings them, how it gives them more clarity, gives them more confidence, more credibility as a professional. And they're like, we need this book. And people are saying, look, this is exactly what we need. How can I get my hands on it? I've had 1 or 2 people that have been driving up to me say, hey, we want a signed copy. I know you're not releasing it till the 20th, but we still want a signed copy and you have to give it to us. And so the response that we're getting from people has been absolutely amazing. And of course, it's not anything that I've done particularly myself, but it's a team effort. All of my team here, all of your team, Brenda, at the Brilliance Book Publishing, I have to extend my thanks and acknowledge everyone as part of this success. This isn't my success. This is a success for every single one of us. And it's a success for anyone who's ever had a dream, anyone who's ever been the underdog, anyone who's ever been told you can't do this or you can't belong. And what this book proves is regardless of which industry you're in, regardless of what your background is, regardless of what the status quo is, when you devote to asking the question, what can I give rather than what can I get, you can achieve some amazing things. And this book is exactly that. It's a question of what can I give? How much value can I give to professionals? How much value can I give to business owners? And I tried to give everything I could in this book so people get the clarity that they need to protect their organizations from reputational damage, to protect them from fines, to protect people's personal information, to protect that trust that people give to their organizations.
Yeah, and I know, and you're saying this. Sorry to interrupt there, Jamal, but it's important that we capture these points. It is down to you as the leader. It is down to you and that vision. It is down to you about connecting with who you are. It is down to you about the commitment that you've given to the project. It is down to you about the strategies that you're employing and the action that you're taking and bringing amazing people together. That's your own team. That's the team here at BBP, Brilliance Publishing, but also to all those pros out there who know you, who need that book, who you're training, who are in your field. You are that go-to expert and that voice of authority. How does that feel, seeing it in
I
action?
wake up every day feeling super blessed to be given the privilege to be trusted by so many world-class privacy professionals across the globe to say, hey, Jamal, we want some change in our career, we want some change in something, and we believe you're the person that's going to help us with that change. So it's a great privilege and a lot of responsibility on my shoulders when people sign up to come and work with us to make sure that they get everything that they signed up for and more. And I'm so grateful that I managed to thrill all of our customers beyond their wildest expectations, and they get 10 times more value when they come and invest their time, their energy, and their money with us. And the thing is, it's not just me saying it. It's if you go on LinkedIn and have a look at the 150 plus LinkedIn recommendations, you can see exactly the journey people are going through and the transformation they're getting as a result of working with us. And this book is a way of doing that in a much easier way. So instead of having to spend large amounts of money having to come and train with us before you even get to know us, this book gives you an opportunity at a very low cost, almost costs nothing really when you think about the value you get, is to see how easy we can make things and how that can have a massive impact on your career, how that can have a massive impact on your organization. And it's just a way for you to get to know me, get to like me, and get to trust me, and then we can make some amazing things happen together.
But the thing is, Jamal, you've taken a very complex topic, and the law, and you've made it easy peasy. And tell me, for me, that is one of the great appeals of your book: the tone of voice, the language that you use. Why is that so important to you?
So when things go wrong, there is a lot at stake. People's personal information can get breached. People's information can be leaked on the internet. People's personal identities can get stolen. So when organizations don't understand what they need to do to protect people, there is a lot at stake. We've got the individuals to think about. Then you've got the reputation of the organization. Then you've got the professionals in that organization. Then you've got people who might no longer want to work with them. So when something goes wrong, there is so much at stake. And the only way to protect people, the only way to protect organizations, the only way to get this right is to make sure people understand their responsibilities. People understand what they need to do so that they have clarity. When they have clarity, they can confidently do the right action and avoid the wrong action. So for me, it was all about how can I empower people in the most simplest way possible, regardless of whether they're educated at a top law school or if it's just someone that's just left school and coming in. How can I empower every single person that handles personal information to understand their responsibilities so together we can protect that trust that's placed in them? And for me, the only way to do that was to make it easy peasy in a way that my 12-year-old niece can understand. Because if my 12-year-old niece can understand it, then anyone should be able to understand it. And together we can really protect people's information and make sure that every woman, every man, and every child enjoys freedom over their personal information. So getting it easy peasy was super important. And in fact, when you look inside the book, you'll see I've actually got a quote there from Albert Einstein. He says, if you can't explain it simply enough, you never understood it well enough. And therefore, the true sign of intelligence isn't actually using long, convoluted, complex words that make other people think, what is this person talking about? But is actually breaking things down, making them very, very simple so that everybody is clear about what you're communicating to them.
Absolutely. And, and that's another reason why the book's successful, because you've put at the very heart of it the reader and what they're going to get out of it. And that is crucial for authors to do. A lot of authors think they're doing it, but actually when you go in and you get them to read the book aloud, they realize, oh, I see what you mean. And that's another great little strategy. Read your book aloud, because you will hear things that you think your inner voice is saying, but it's not actually. So Jamal, let's think about this. So we're at number 1 already, 2 weeks to go before the actual book launch. We were planning on getting to number 1 on the day of the launch. What's the next big landmark for you and your book and reaching? Because the whole reason you've got a book is you want to reach tens of thousands of people, and a book will help you achieve that. So what's the next milestone for you with the Easy Peasy Guide to the GDPR?
I haven't even thought that far ahead. I've got some milestones planned in, but I can only process one thing at a time. So right now we're working on all of this. But what I'm really looking forward to is having our readers send me a selfie with the cover in the book. Like, that is what I'm personally looking forward to more than anything else, is receiving all of those lovely images of people with the book. I think that's what I'm looking forward to most. The next milestone is to make sure that as many institutions as we can get their hands on this for their students, for their members, for all of the people that they're trying to empower. Because if you're working with data protection, if you're doing anything to do with GDPR or data protection laws, then this will really empower you, empower your organization, empower your team to get the understanding that they need so that you can all do the right thing.
Well, thank you very much. And I know whatever vision you have, whatever goal you set, Jamal, I know I've been working with you for some time now. I know you will achieve it, because you're one of the most authentic guys I've met, and you're out there to make a difference and to make life easier for others. And when you do that, then success surely will follow you. Thanks very much, Jamal. I can't wait till we actually launch on the 20th of July, and there's a lot more to come. So everybody, keep an eye out on your socials, because Jamal will be revealing so much more about his journey, the book's journey, and of course, impacting more on your journey. So until the next time, this is Brenda saying, be brilliant. Much love, and to the